One question, what's your opinion on the negative criticism that many of the scientists gave your movement? I'm a medical doctor from the UK and a proponent of your movement, but I feel they make some valid points. Yeah, I think the Don't Die and Blueprint, it's not immune to criticism, and the points they're making are great. I don't even actually see them as criticisms. They're making a reasonable observation that scientific progress is primarily done through these controlled studies, which I agree. Like that's how we've made progress ourselves, is we scoured the scientific evidence, we isolated all the things we thought met a threshold, and that's what we've done. So we are, as pure evidence practitioners as anybody in the entire world. So we come from that, I agree. And so what they don't understand is they don't comprehend the mission. What we're trying to do is, so hang with me for a minute on this thought process. So imagine you travel in time to the year 2500, and you're hanging out with whoever exists in that time frame, and they're talking amongst themselves about what Homo sapiens did now in the early 2020s. What did we do that allowed intelligence to thrive in this part of the galaxy? I thought about that question for years. I was trying to let it inform me on what I do next after selling my company. And I think they make two observations. One is they say this is the moment when Homo sapiens gave birth to superintelligence. And the second thing they say is they say that's when Homo sapiens realized they were transitioning from death being inevitable to being able to extend their lifespans to some unknown horizon, but basically on its way to solving death. I think they say those two things. And so we know from looking back through history, time compresses reality. We look back to the 3rd century, and even though there were humans with very rich lives, there's all kinds of political drama, economic drama, there was like kings and whatever. We think like one or two things happened in the 3rd century. We compress over time. The same is going to be true with our time and place. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to solve for what matters in this moment as a species. I'm not trying to solve how to get a Nature paper. And so I'm saying that this transition is about moving away from death into this new era of being human. So it's just they don't get it, they don't understand. And so, but then also on the other side, so that's like a very high-minded thought experiment. Also very practically, I'm trying to teach people very basic practices on going to bed on time, and how you actually structure your day to get proper sleep, and how to actually do a blood draw, and how to exercise, and how to eat nutritionally, and how to understand those things. So it's like the most basic health advice that humans can have, and also this thought experiment. But I don't think that the criticisms necessarily lessen the value of this endeavor. They're legitimate and it's fine. So they can both coexist. How's that?